Hey everybody, welcome back to our Let's Play The Darkest Dungeon. I'm the Ninja Stalker. 30. We're getting to week 76. I think, however, early on in that other Let's Play, or no, more than a Let's Play, but in that gameplay that I was doing, I was at the Crimson Court, and in this one, we are not at the Crimson Court because we are trying to build up a crew. Several crews, actually. And we're trying to get good skills. We're trying to get good quirks. And we're trying to get good items. So, it'll be a really long time. Actually, I don't think it's going to be that long. There's only so many quirks you can go through. Only so many skill set levels before you start taking on harder difficulties to just earn some cash, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get cash. We're trying to get those consumables for upgrading items, and the quirks. That's a bit out of our control, because quirks come in randomly and then you decide if you want it or not. You just got to pick the right kind of quirks, though. Now, I do have a list of quirks that I am looking at, and these are possibly the best quirks that I want any and all my team members to have. So, our bounty hunter, he does have a hard skin, which gives plus 10% protection. Now, some of you are probably like, whoa, watch out here. We got a badass over here, 10% protection, but it's good. It's good. Now, 10% protection is also really good for individuals like the Crusader, the Flagellant, and who's the other one? The Man-at-Arms, because I think they have skills that that boost up their protection. Oh, the Leper too. Yeah, the Leper's another one. Hard Skin's pretty good. Tough's another one. It gives you plus 10% max HP, which is good. Deadly's a decent one for individuals who have high crit, so maybe like someone like the Bounty Hunter could be pretty good with that. Evasive is good for pretty much anybody. That's plus 5 dodge. I mean, come on now. Slugger is good, plus 10% damage with melee skills. So any of your characters that use melee, you might want to use Slugger. Precision Strike, plus 3% criticals. There we go.
The
finally this thing
plume
popped up.
and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly, and a curse upon us all.
Right. What do we have at the stagecoach? These people? Not exactly anybody I would want. Or rather, not exactly anyone I need. What do we want? Oh no, it's not anyone I want, but what I need them. Let's find out. We did upgrade our barracks. We might have to bolster up the size with some individuals. Let's see. Arbalist, gas, runs tactician, wielding 3. You do have skills unlocked, and you got those. Now, the Phobia, Armor Tinker, Eldritch Hater. It's not bad. Renus. Deadly, that's one you can lock in right there. Dark Temptation, prone to investigating dark arts, and love interest. This one's not bad, this one's bad. Deadly's a good one for him. Plus 1% crit, so now he has 6%. Better than the 5% he had. What do you have? Phobia? Yeah. I don't know. maybe we can pick this guy up and lock this one in as soon as possible. We got to get rid of this, and we got to lock that in. If we get him, but that's gonna cost me. That is gonna fetch a pretty penny. I have one bounty hunter. We probably could go with another bounty hunter, so yeah. Welcome aboard.
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
Is there any upgrades that we can get? We can upgrade that if we wanted to. We can upgrade this area. Increase recovery. This sanitarium. Maybe we can just save up. Let's see. Everybody, give me all your. Okay. Excuse me, I burped. You return, please. Let's see. Over at the Cove, we have kill Sodden crew. Jesus, excuse me. The Ventral Wraiths to drag all we have built down into their domain of darkness. Give them a sailor's death once and for all. Sun Cloak. This could be a thing. Plus 10% stress though. And then that's champion level. We can't deal with that. What about you? This is for the Houndmaster. Weld, Warrior, plus 10% damage, but -4. If we take that, we're gonna sell it. Warrior Stone, plus 10% virtue chance, plus -10% stress, but -2 speed. Got 3 holy relics. We could do that because then All Saints Day, which means the church, the Abbey, will be free for prayer, meditation, and whatever else. Do we want to upgrade the Abbey? We can't upgrade the Abbey. So All Saints Day is a thing. What is this? Coven Ring, stress, curse. We have to kill the Necromancer though. That's going to be tough in medium level. We can tackle veteran level or medium levels, I like to call it. But if it's to kill a big boss individual, no. No, this won't do. This is All Saints Day for this one as well. So it's All Saints for this one, and All Saints for this one. Only difference being, this is a little bit tougher. We get to camp, and we get a better item, and deeds. And deeds is good for the, I believe, blacksmith. What are the Warrens? Kill the Swine King. Ooh, even for this. Ooh, this one's champion level for the Ethereal Crucifix. It would seem like we might want to give this one a try for the extra amount of gold, the deeds, and the Sun Cloak. However, do we have a crew to take on the veteran? We have Lord Roderick can go. Dismas, we still have to freaking, how much is it? Oh, dude, I really don't have enough. I need to be like in the 50 to 60,000 range to start having Dismas keep certain items. Get rid of that. Let's see. Do we have a crew that can go into the clouds? We might have a crew. We might. Let's go with Roderick. We're gonna need a healer. Could put Hatchet. Yo, we might have to put Hatchet. Baroness, -3 crit range range skills. That's not good. Then you have this. And you have that. Oh god. Baroness. Frickin'. 3% crit. We have to get rid of that. We also have to get rid of this one. Stress. We can keep those because I don't plan on having my torch below that, but I'm pretty much going to always have my torch above 75. I probably shouldn't because you can get rewarded with having the torch below 75, but I just like playing it safe. +2 speed if above. Get stress. 10% damage, range skills. Ooh, we could keep that with her. So we'll leave you alone. We'll save up. We'll save up to get rid of the bad stuff and save up to keep the good stuff. Sir Havel, get in there. Derville. You. Soft. You ain't doing anything if you're in a third position. We're gonna need Hatchet as our healer. In that position. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hatchet, what have you done to yourself? Known cheat, stress against humans, fear of beast, and you are nervous. It's 25% stress and 30% stress. Eee, ouch. Hatchet, you're breaking my balls. Breaking my balls, dude. Breaking my balls. Lady Chatois, what if you were our healer? Stress against them, that and that. We could use you as our healer. And then we can have Esselin as this guy. Because he has a lot of shit wrong with him. That's going to be problematic. I mean, if I bring him, I'm going to bring Asselin to try and keep the stress down, but then he's just going to be stressed out no matter what. So, you go back. Asselin, you can go there. And Lady Chatois. Probably like this setup, and we could try tackling this. Okay, items for everyone. Let's give that to you so you can have increased health. Oh, you also have that and get 10% stress heal. That's crap. What is this? +2 speed, +8 dodge, but the move resist. Move 80, so 60%. What about this? We do this. You can gain damage and accuracy, but you also get stressed. Suppose we could do that. You. How about we give this to you, and we can give you this, or we can give you this. You can increase your dodge nicely. We do that. Let's go to you. We got increased dodge, and then we can give this to you. Speed will go down, but you do have the ability to make people bleed. And then for you, we can't give you anything because we don't have anything to give to you, sadly. Sadly. Okay. Except this needs to be in that position. What about you? You have to be that position, that or that. So that means you can't use this. You need to possibly use Dazzling Light, maybe? Let's get stun an enemy. No, I'll keep this in case the party gets switched around and then you end up in a position where this could be used, I suppose. Yeah, we can do that. Let's give this a try. Let's go for our provisions. Oh, the ruins. Let's see. Ruins. Is there anything to purge negative quirks? Nope, but except for that Eldritch Altar, so let's possibly get 2 of those, because there might be 2, and a medium-sized one. That's possibly max as well. What else in the ruins? There is a use for holy water in the ruins for other things. Holy water for the altar of light. Holy water for a holy fountain. So we can buy 4. Maybe. We're gonna need food. Okay. We're going to need torches. We're gonna need keys. We're gonna need... Let's get 1 of those, at the very least. Do we need bandages? We do have herbs for free, and that's where we run into an Iron Maiden. Bandages, no. Bandages. This might be an okay setup right here. Shovels. Oh shit, almost forgot about that. 2 shovels. Let's go 3. Hope I didn't forget anything. It's happened to me before. I get on out there and all of a sudden I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot my shovels, or oh, I forgot food, or oh, I forgot torches. Like, I think I had the Crusader who had the Bulwark of Faith, and I forgot torches, and then I was like, oh crap. And then I was hoping for battle after battle. That way, my Crusader could just Bulwark of Faith every time. It did not work out. It did not work out. That was a bad, bad campaign for me.
There is power in symbols. Collect the scattered scraps of faith and give comfort to the masses.
Okay. Obstacle, quest location, and a curio. Yep, that's a good handful right there. These things are gonna take up spots too. Shit, I forgot about that.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
This stuff.
voice of dread.
Okay, you. Good thing we got that.
A decisive pummeling. The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
How could you miss? Now look what happened to you.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Keep targeting him.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Take that and take that. Here. Check that pack. Take the gold for now, so we have to get rid of it. Gotta get rid of these two. Dude, can you dodge these, please?
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
stop missing. Alright, you're not helping.
Decimated.
Gave me attention now. Nice, now he's moving. No, I just... It's only 8, but that's because he has that buff that stops that crap.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
We have a display cabinet. Was the key for the display cabinet? You can use a key or a shovel. If you don't use anything, it's 50% stress or 50% disease.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
I knew there was one coming up. Damn, we mapped out the whole area?
In Radiance, may we find victory.
We'll probably rest over here. Alright, who? 70, 40, 80, and 70. How about you? Why?
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
You guys have to eat again?
The match is struck. A blazing star is born. The light, the promise of safety.
hate that fucking move. You guys please fucking dodge these things? My god. Because he could only freaking do the
momentum.
Stress relief on like one person at a freaking time. Oh man. We are running out of space. Not a whole lot of food either. Let's see, what was the herbs for Iron Maiden?
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Try and help the stress. We don't have any food though, so that's a problem. I don't know what it is. They all of a sudden want to eat more often. That didn't happen before. I was able to just go into certain dungeons and then not worry about food, you know? Like, what the shit? Quest location right there. Quest location. Ah, man. It's probably better for us to go straight for the quest locations. This bitch.
A powerful blow. Slowly. Gently.
These two help each other really well.
This is how a life is taken.
Hey, well, there's some food. Let's take that. Ooh, onyx. Onyx, how about we go there for the Onyx, and we need to gather food. Shit. We also need space for the frickin'... Why? But we need food too. No, this sucks. This is terrible. Hold up. We don't have any more. No, so that means we can get rid of you. And, I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. Dude, you had an 80% chance.
Watch your
Do you
step.
want to fucking die? Oh, and I got rid of the thing, didn't I? None of you guys interact with... Hold up, what's our interaction with this Iron Maiden? There's 40% chance of loot, 20% chance of negative quirk, which is claustrophobia. You got a 13.3% disease, which is tetanus, or 6.7% random disease. Alright, bro. You have an 80% chance. Alright. Because you had me worried back there. Dude, these freaking torches suck. Like, look at this crap. These things don't last. Alright, this time you. Pick that shit up. Alright.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. I like the way he says that. It's awesome. Shoot. Let's see. Quest locations right there. There's a curio, room of treasure. Let's see. Fudge. Do that, I suppose. Fuck. Damage plus stress damage.
To fall for such a little thing.
That's not my fault.
bite of
That's
bread.
these fuckers' fault. They didn't eat this much before. I promise you that. Give me that lip. I believe it's the difficulty that's doing this. Difficulties having them wanting to eat more, the difficulties making it tougher for them to dodge. I think that's what it is. Like, what is this shit? Come on, why did that have to happen? Yeah, I think that's what it is. I really think that's what it is. It's the difficulty. We need a group of heroes that actually have higher level items and skills. Because they're maintaining for now, but it ain't good enough. And the reason why they're only maintaining now is because of the items. She doesn't have any, but you get my point.
eradicated.
See, like this asshole all has that. Like, come on. Dude, you just did some damage to them. Shut the fuck up. This bitch. Dude, oh my god. It's like none of fucking shit. This game really does want to punish you. It's like, oh, you're trying to heal your friends? You're trying to stop the stress?
Impressive. This expedition at least promises success.
Let's see, have any other? Maybe that. Switch you for that. Let me see. Quest location, Curio. How many do we have? We have 2. We only just need 1 more, so pop that. Take that for now, and we'll see what happens. It's right there, and it's a bunch of sacks. Okay. I'll open this up, and
If
we'll
only treasure could
trade
staunch
that
the flow of
for that as
otherworldly corruption.
Alright, let's go back to the Hamlet. Yeah, so I'm thinking I've changed how the game is done now because I don't remember the stealth
trappings of his
people.
faith have been restored.
Beyond that, there's the difficulty I've noticed for these levels are ridiculous. Like, before I was able to tackle harder difficulties with no problem, to be honest. I mean, the game, it would be tough if I screwed up on the actual skills that I do against the enemy. But now it's like, no, it don't even matter. If this was supposed to be a veteran level, you're screwed. And you're now, by the way, the hunger factor is going to increase. That's what it seems like to me, because I don't remember the hunger factor being that much of an issue. All right, nobody got anything. That's good. They did go up. Yeah. +6 resolve. It's weird. Usually it's like +3, isn't it? But yeah, it wasn't like that before.
Take advantage of this faith-fueled charity. It will not last.
Nigeria, Ragville, underwent effective disease treatment, cured rabies. Okay. Does anyone have any diseases still? Nope. Alright, underwent effective quirk treatment, removed dipsomania, got rid of clumsy. Good, you needed to get rid of that. Let's see. Who needs to go where? Durville, you need to possibly go in. Rivieres, you need to go in for sure. Go ahead. Let's see. Goodville, Lazy Eye. Weak grip, that needs to be gotten rid of. Lazy Eye. Yeah, Lazy Eye, because you have ranged. Here's Durville, you might as well. And what's this with killing? How about you? Ooh, wait, you won't. Oh shit, that's why. Yeah, he doesn't want to go in there. Well then, who else wants to? I mean, you, but I kind of want to put you here. And let's see, 900 for you, Phobia, yeah, we need to get rid of all of this for you. -5 accuracy on ranged, -3 on the crit. I guess we'll just move down the line, so we'll pay 900 for that. Sorry about that, I hit the mic. What do you have? Fragile and that. What do you have? I think you had the Yips. No, it wasn't you. It was Durville, but Durville's in there right now. You have this. How much would it cost to get rid of that? 1,500. That's a chunk of change. Dismiss. We got some cash. 4,000. +5 accuracy on range, on guard, quick reflexes, unnerving. All of this is good. Let's, I guess, roll. How much does it cost to get rid of you? Just 900 to get rid of you, huh? It's not bad. Can we upgrade? We can upgrade. First, let's see who's over here. McDowell. Tuklev. Quick draw. Phobia, afraid of beasts, and you're stressed. That's not good. McDowell. Deadly. +1% crit. That's pretty good. Dacnomania. Like blindness. Didn't we accept? Yeah, you have deadly and that. But you also have dark temptation and love interest. Obsessed with killing. And we got those. It's nothing. Blacksmith. We could upgrade the furnace. Guild. We can't upgrade. Survivalist. We can upgrade. Tavern is a possibility of upgrading. Abbey. We could upgrade. Sanitarium we can upgrade as well. What's this do? Reduce the positive core treatment cost by 10%. Well, you could do that. Well, you could do that. Here. Upgrade cost. Guild, nothing.
A sharper sword, a stronger shield, anything to prolong a soldier's life. With enough ale, maybe they can be inured against the horrors below.
Okay. We've done some upgrades. We're gonna sort of hold off on anything else. Here, turn. We did get the Sun Cloak. Protection and dodge. That's pretty good. Even though you get the extra stress, but that's not too bad. Nope, we need plus for that. Sanitarium. Love interest. Dark temptation. Prone to investigating dark arts. Some of these things, you 3% crit. That's one that I said we need to get rid of. Havel's got nothing bad yet. Eileen, obsessed with the paranormal. We have to get rid of that. Dismiss. And now it's cheaper. Alright, so how much is get rid of you? 2,500, not bad. What about you? 3,750. Neat. Natural eye, and that 4,500 for this. That's a decent chunk right there that we can deal with. Not to gamble in town though. 4 speed on the first round. Could keep that too. On guard is not bad. He'd be the first one to get a hit in, you know? Quick reflexes, well, he has that. He does not have tough. But would somebody like him need tough? Not exactly. Let's see. Evasive would be a nice one for him to have, which gives him +5 dodge. But Natural Eye is a good one because he's got ranged attacks. Alright, so we're working on Dismiss now. We are working with Dismiss now. Let's embark upon. Do I have any anything we need to? Not really. Okay, the Cove, we have this Guardian Man and Archer, plus 10% for fourth, plus healing, but, oh, no, wait, plus 50% healing received if in the fourth position, plus 5 dodge in the fourth position. So, for our Guardian, or for our Man at Arms, if he's in the fourth position, he's going to be good. However, does he have anything that means he needs to be in the fourth? No. I mean, there's this, there's this, there's this. There's nothing else, though, so... If he's back there, he's pretty much just strictly support. Which is a possibility. Let me see. Eternity's Collar. Book of Holiness, I get 20% stress. Another 10% death blow resist. Greaves, that, Vigilant, Rare, plus 100% bleed resist, plus 20% light resist, and ooh, we can upgrade some stuff here. For Sir Havel. Portraits to make it cheaper. Not worth it. I don't even know why I was trying to look. Do this. 3 for 3. 5 for 3. Let's see. 14 for 7. And the stress factor. Oh, man. If you do this, you basically have to hope for camping so that you can remove all that, yeah, there's somebody, but are we gonna upgrade on you? We can. Cost a pretty penny, though. Havel, what about you? Ooh, yeah, definitely. Havel, you, upgrading you. Baroness, we upgraded. Suppose. Execution, sharpen executioner sword, reinforced chest plate. Let's see, you, boss. You have to prove yourself. Guild. You. We could open and see. Let's do you. We could upgrade for you. Ross needs upgrades. You're upgraded. Baroness. Yeah. Sir Havel will be upgraded. You need upgrades. It's Chop and Hew, Shield, and Red Cross symbol. You upgraded. Lean is going to be expensive. Hatchet, did we upgrade? Oh, Hatchet needs to be upgraded too. Oh my god. But I think, yeah. Okay, so we'll hold off on because we want those bad things to be taken care of. What about you? Need to be upgraded, and not too bad. But we won't upgrade you just yet. Okay. Go to the Warrens, or we can go to the Cove. Kill the Sodden crew, medium level, but apprentice. I kind of want to do this to just get this and sell it. So let's get a low starting out crew. Prone to investigating the dark arts. That sucks, to be honest. Ross. We can use Ross. Ross to get in there. You could join and help with the stress factor. Put you there. Let's see. Fragile, Mania. We use you to heal. So we have a healer. And I think we're going to use Renee's. Even though you have that, but we do have that. Okay. We can go with this. Alright. You take this. 25% stress inflicted on party, negative 25% on transformation. Padlock transference. We'll give you that as. Wait a minute. 20% stone skill chance and blight. Ooh, shit. I forgot. You can't be in the first position with those. So what if we put you there? Let's check you. You could be in the front position, front position, front position, and front. Okay, so you're in the front. For you, we can give you... Stop that. We can give you scouting chance. Or we can give you this and this. That there. If that's the case, we might as well sell this if we're not. Plus 20% stress heal and camping, plus 10% scouting. The 10% scouting chance is good, but let me see. How much are you? Yeah, just give me the gold. Plus 10%, plus 5% protection if torch above 75, which we're gonna keep that up there, and then plus 10 dodge if that's above. So he'll have 15 dodge total. He'll gain an extra bit of stress, but that should be fine. This, we can give that to somebody else. Maybe, I don't know. I don't like the negative 20 stun resist and negative 20 move resist because I think we gave that to Sir Havel, and all of a sudden Sir Havel was getting hit and stunned. So I kind of want to sell this, to be honest. How much would it give us? 2,250. Plus 2 speed, plus 8 dodge. That's good, but we're going to get stunned, and we're going to be pushed around, which doesn't help us. So our character effectively won't be useful. The thing that you got to hope for is that your speed and dodge is fast enough that when the enemy tries to hit you, that you're dodgy enough to make it a miss. So for Sir Havel, he wasn't a high enough level. Let me see, where's Sir Havel? Sir Havel was a level 2 at the time, so in a level 3 veteran dungeon, he was pretty much getting pushed around. This is good, I guess, for higher level people, which the only person we have is this guy right here. And he has a high, yeah, see, he has a high dodge, so we can give this to him. And he's going to get more dodge right there. Give that to him. We could give this to him, but I think we'll give this to him. So he'll have more speed and more dodge. Yeah, see, so that's good for somebody like him. So he ain't going to get pushed around. At least he shouldn't, especially in this level dungeon. Let's go back to you. Let's give you the Sun Cloak. And let's give you the Sun Ring. So now you have Sun and Sun. You have these. Plus 20% stun skill chance, plus 20% blight skill chance. That's pretty good. That is good as well. We could give this to you as well. But I think you get stressed out enough as it is. You have that. And then let's give you this. And we could also give this to you, and you could do more damage overall. And have better accuracy. And that should be good, I think. Okay. Let's hop to it. It's medium size, apprentice level. Get 6 this time because frickin' food happens to be a thing now. Let's get 2 for the cove. Let's see. Anti-venom is a possibility. Herb is a possibility. We already got 1 free herb. Let's get 2 more. Let's get 2 of those. How about 6 of those? Maybe 1 holy water in case we find a eldritch thingamajig. Anti-venom would be if we find a brackish tide pool, but about 1 more just in case. And we have the 2 keys, the shovels, the food, the torches. Let's go.
Prying eyes had become a nuisance along the old road, and so I undertook to receive my most curious deliveries by way of marine shipments. A sheltered jetty was accessible by a narrow stone stair off the back of the manor, and a discreet system of pulleys could hoist even the heaviest prizes up the rock face from a securely tied dinghy below.
So is this the crew that helped get you the items? Is that what I'm understanding?
The poor devils, chained and drowning for eternity.
Okay, so we're down here in battle. Alright, so we're going north, then left, then right, then up here. We could go down if we really needed to and check this. I don't know. Alright. Some things to kill. You have some stress going on there, buddy.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Obstacle. Yeah, maybe not. Because we have obstacles to get on with. Okay. You are stressed.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Give them no quarter. The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Okay, how many shovels? We have only 2 shovels.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
There is a room battle there. This one we could skip. Conventional console film at Maze Brigands or more. Okay.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born. The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Alrighty,
fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Masterfully executed. The blood quickens. Singular strike. A momentary abatement.
Damn it, stop making people bleed.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
That's bleeding bandages. No bandages.
The light, the promise of safety.
I'm sorry, I had to. Every time that happens, I just think of that from Digimon.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Yeah, we want the crest. So, how about trade you out, because I don't think you're going to be worth diddly shit to us.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
You see that right there? You see that right there? That's a dead whale.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption. Brilliant confluence of skill and purpose. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Portraits. What about the jade, I suppose? Courier's here, and you're stunned. Not what I wanted.
This expedition at least promises success.
That, and for the crest. Oh, shit. What do we want to trade for the crest? Man. Right there, I don't know if we're going to get any other emeralds. I don't know if we are going to get any other emeralds. If it would behoove of us to keep this and not this. Alright. I don't know. Where are we at on the map? Right there. We can rest here.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Is a goal without hope. Let's just eat 2. Oh, what do we have for you? Okay, another 15 stress for 4 battles. What about you? Scout ahead, plus 35% chance of scouting. Now we got this oyster. Ooh, we have to use a shovel for that. I don't know about that. Giant oyster. 40% chance of golden trinkets, 40% chance of bleed, or 20% chance of nothing. Fuck. Plus 20% healing skills while can't. Come on. That's nothing. Hold up. My phone went off. Okay. Sorry, it was a message from my father that I was kind of expecting. It was something about this work I want done in my vehicle. because I was looking to get the 410 stroker kit for my vehicle. However, he says it can't be done when he spoke to the dealership. Because let's see, like I don't mind explaining this kind of stuff to you guys, even though I am playing a game that we should be focusing on a game. But I like to treat this game, these gameplays that I do, these let's plays that I do, as if it was like I was streaming and I'm talking to you guys directly. The case being for this 410 stroker kit that I want done on my vehicle, he says when he talked to the dealership, which I trust the dealership, they say that it's 500. It's too much horsepower. He wrote 500 miles per hour, but when he types, sometimes his fingers hit a bunch of other buttons, and the autocorrect picks whatever. But he meant 500 horsepower more. The 410 stroker kit from Arrington online suggested 550 horsepower and 550 pound-feet of torque. Now, he said from the dealership is not made for my type of vehicle, and it will cost about $11,000, maybe more. It will not be covered under it will not be covered under warranty. They recommend if I still want to do the change to pay the vehicle off first, then work on it, or trade the vehicle in for a Hellcat. Also, it will take more than 30 days because they're basically like putting in a new engine. However, the type of vehicle I have is a 2013 Dodge Challenger RT Classic. When I looked online, the 410 stroker kit is for the 5.7 liter and any other vehicle within the V8 platform for the Challengers. And I've looked online and read online that there have been RTs out there with the 410 stroker kit that it can be done. As for the price, $11,000 or more, when I looked online at Arrington, the 410 stroker kit is marked at $3,000, not $11,000. I think when my father went to the dealership and explained it to them, he probably made it sound like I want a 410 cubic inch engine in my vehicle, as in the 6.7 liter engine in my vehicle, which is pretty much like the 7 liter engine, the 426 Hemi, in my vehicle, which does cost $10,000 to $11,000 or more. So I think the way he explained it to them wasn't with the right details and proper finesse. As for the vehicle taking 30 days or more for the engine, I don't think it will be 30 days or more, because it's a kit. It's a stroker kit that's only changing out the crankshaft and the heads or something like that. I don't think it'll take 30 days because I'm doing the Scat Pack 2, and that's changing out the camshaft and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, you guys can do it. It's changing out the camshaft and a bunch of other stuff that it's only going to be in the shop for 2 to 3 days, maybe a week at most, is what I was told. So 30 days in the shop, I don't know. And this is because he explained that it's because they're putting in a new engine. I don't think that's the case, because this isn't a new engine. This is just parts. It's a stroker kit, parts that you put into your vehicle based off of what you already have. So the 410 stroker kit works with the 5.7 liter and up vehicles, and it's using your already used 5.7 liter base and changing and adding on to your engine to make it a bigger displacement. Also, I think the 6.7 liter 410 stroker kit also changes the bore and stroke, something about the walls or something like that. But I don't even think that's going to take 30 days. If it does, I think it's worth it for the price that I saw online. But again, the price online is just for the parts, not for the labor. So maybe it might cost $10,000 to $11,000 based on labor. That's kind of hefty on the labor though. Parts costing $3,000, and then all of a sudden $7,000 or more for labor. That's kind of crazy if you ask me. I don't think that's the case. I think total it might be $4,000 to $5,000, and that's just kind of steep right there, to be honest. But it's still doable. Apart from that, trade the vehicle in for a Hellcat? Fuck no. I am not going to trade my RT Classic in for a Hellcat. I'm not going to trade it in for a Demon. The reason is the Hellcat is a 6.2 liter supercharged engine. I don't like superchargers, turbochargers, prochargers. I don't like any of that. The vehicle is then basically a racing vehicle. That's what the Hellcat is. It's basically a toy that can race, and that's what the Demon is. It's a more expensive Hellcat toy that can race. I'm not using this to race. I'm not using my vehicle to race. I'm not putting a 410 stroker in my vehicle to race. I'm putting it in because I want the longevity of my vehicle to last. I want a stronger, bigger engine because it's a muscle car. It should have a stronger, bigger engine. And the extra horsepower and torque is not for racing. It's just to haul the vehicle's own heavy ass around, because that's a heavy vehicle. And to have a 410 stroker would make it feel more on its toes and peppy on the road, more power, more sound. Now the Scat Pack 2 is going to give me more power, more sound, and it should make it more on its toes on the road from what I've been reading online, which I like. But nothing's really going to stop me from going for, you know,
these nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
So I'm not ever going to trade my vehicle in for a Hellcat. Hellcat might have 707 horses and I forgot how much torque, and the Demon might have 808 horses and however much torque. But I like the idea of modding my vehicle, putting mods into it to make it a better performing vehicle for the road, for it to be street legal, for it to be a muscle car, not a racing car. If I wanted the vehicle for racing and bragging rights, I then would trade it in for a Hellcat or a Demon Challenger, and then freaking have extra payments every month because it's a Hellcat and it's a Demon. I mean, if I trade my vehicle in, I'm not going to get the price that I got the vehicle for because of value depreciation. So I go trade it in and have to pay an extra 5 years or however many, because I'm not going to get a good deal for this vehicle. Nobody gets a good deal on their vehicle on a trade-in, to be honest. And it's then I would be using it for racing. Apart from that, cops are going to know you're using that vehicle for racing because they're going to be like, oh shit, it's a Hellcat, or oh my god, it's a Demon. We got to watch this guy. So you're always going to be followed by cops. Cops are always going to give the benefit of the doubt to somebody else versus you, because they're going to be like, you're in a Hellcat. If we caught you and we say you were speeding, there's nothing you can say. Me in a Challenger RT Classic, they can try and say I was speeding, but then I'd be like, officer, look at my dash and look what the average MPG says. What does it say? I'm in the 20+ range of average fuel consumption. There is no fucking way that you can look at that and tell me that I'm racing, because if I was racing, you know damn well my average fuel consumption would be less than that. And then they're gonna be like, well shit, he's right, because if you're racing, you're not gonna have good gas. And if we think this guy was racing, and if we think we caught him at speeding, be like, no, you didn't get me speeding. No. No, for me, I want the bigger, better engine and the better performance parts for my vehicle, like the Scat Pack 2, and I might even do Scat Pack 3, to be honest, for the longevity of the vehicle, for the long ride. It's going to have the extra power, the extra torque. It's going to have the sound. It's going to be a muscle car. That's the idea that I like. Because originally, before getting the Dodge Challenger, this Dodge Challenger that I had, I wanted to build a muscle car with my father. I told him, like, hey, let's go get a 1970 Dodge Challenger body and let's build it up. And he's like, what? For real? And I'm like, yeah, man, come on, you and me, it'd be like a father-son thing. And he's like, that's cool, but I'm hurt. I'm like 100% disabled. I'm like, oh, that's cool. You can just sit back and watch me do all the work. Just tell me what to do. And he's like, haha. And then it came to it. He was like, all right, we're going to need a new vehicle, because we needed a new vehicle at the time. And immediately in my mind, I was like, dude, we need to get a 2006 Pontiac GTO. I love the way the GTO looks. I love the sound that it has. It's got a nice LS2 engine with 400 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque. I like it. Sadly, it was like 2012, 2013. I forgot. I think it was 2013 because we got the vehicle in 2013. There was none to be found. It's a rare vehicle to find. So, made a compromise there, and at the dealership, I was like, all right, well, you know what? I like Challengers. And they were like, we got them. And I was like, all right, let's see the kind of Challengers that we got. And we settled on this one right here, the RT Classic. My dad wanted the RT Classic because it was fully loaded. The RT Classic is basically a fully loaded regular RT Challenger. It's got all the bells, the whistles. It looks nice on the outside. It's nice on the inside. It's a great looking vehicle. And then we got it all. It's all black with the white RT stripes. And we were like, oh hell yeah! And I was driving around. I liked it and this and that. And then it started hitting me. I was like, you know, I can still treat this vehicle like a muscle car and mod it when the time comes. Originally, I said I don't need a modded. This is fine. But then I started seeing other muscle cars out there. And then I was like, I want to mod mine. I want to be the one guy who has a Dodge Challenger that's not the Dodge Challenger that everyone thinks that I have, you know? So it's almost like a sleeper, you know? On the outside, it looks one way, but the inside is different, you know? Inside being the engine and the bolt-on and hard-on components, you know? We need anti-venom for this, so fuck that. But you get my point, right? So I was like, okay, we can mod this, but I need time to mod it. I need a career, a job, an income, you know? It can't just be done. I can't just go to my father and say, hey, could you fork me over some money so we can do this? That's not right. That's not fair. I mean, it was good that I chose a vehicle that was big, you know, because that's what it came down to. I was like, all right, I want a vehicle that I can enjoy, but also need a vehicle that can help the family. So I looked at, you know, the three big ones, which was Dodge Challenger, the Chevy Camaro, and the Mustang. Immediately, I didn't want the Mustang because everyone and their mothers has got a Mustang. So I didn't want a vehicle that's just like everyone else's. Besides that, the Mustang's a very small vehicle. It's not going to help my father, again, who's 100% disabled. And the guy, he's a bit taller than me. Actually, he is taller than me, which annoys me a bit. But he's going to have trouble getting into this little vehicle. On top of that, my sister is not going to enjoy getting into this vehicle because it's a coupe. She doesn't like coupes that she's got to get into the back because she's gonna be nice enough to give the front seat to my father, you know. But she's not gonna like getting into the back, and getting into the back of a Mustang, it's like good luck with that. You might as well not have back seats for a Mustang. So then there's a Chevy Camaro, which is the next bigger vehicle. It looks big on the outside, but on the inside it's kind of a bit tight. So it was like, I don't know about that. On top of that, it does not look like a Camaro from the past. The Mustangs kind of look like what they did in the past. Kind of did. But, good. But we didn't want it because it was a small vehicle. I also didn't like the fact that the Mustangs had a small 4.6 liter engine and then they moved up to a 5.0, but the 5.0 is still a smaller engine. It's, you know, smaller than my Challenger's 5.7 liter, even though the 5.0 can produce more horsepower than my Challenger's 5.7 liter, but my torque is a lot better, and it's a good thing because this vehicle needs all the torque it can get. It's a heavy vehicle. I don't like that idea that a small engine produces so much horsepower because in due time, especially if you're buying Mustangs like everyone else is and just racing and revving the hell out of it, your small engine with that big output is going to eventually kill itself. So then there was the Challenger, and I was like, I like 1970 Challengers. There are other muscle cars I like too. There's the man, you got the 68 Pontiac Firebird, you got the 68, 69 GTO, You got the there's the 69 Camaro. There's the 70 Challenger. There's the is it the 70 Boss Mustang? There's the 1970 Oldsmobile 442. So it's not like I'm biased to just the Challenger. There was other vehicles I liked, so I took in factors, you know. The Challenger I saw, and then I was like, you know what? The Challenger. It's big on the outside. Safety is a concern, and to me, it's got the safety. It's big on the inside too. You're going to be comfortable. You're going to be comfortable driving for miles. I can tell you this. I have driven that vehicle frickin' 15 hours in one go. 15 hours because I drove from Rucker to Kansas. Well, first I drove from Kansas to Rucker, and then Rucker to Kansas, and then Kansas to Texas, Texas to Kansas, Kansas to Rucker. But each time I did those travels, I didn't take breaks on the road. I shouldn't say that, but because, you know, you have Army trips assessments and all that. But that's what I did. That vehicle will let you. That vehicle wants to be driven. I'm going to tell you right now, if you get a Dodge Challenger, or if you think about getting a Dodge Challenger, and you're thinking about doing long distance drives, and you're like, I have the V8. Is it okay for the V8 to do that? Because I thought the V8 Hemis were like those vehicles that you only use for racing. You really don't want long distance. No. The racing ones are the ones that are supercharged. So the Hellcat, the SRTs, and all that. Well, maybe, I don't know about the SRT. Yeah. The point is, the 5.7 liter can handle it. It wants to be driven, and it wants to be on the long ride road. It does not like being in the city. The gas mileage will tell you that. I managed to do okay in the city with the gas mileage, better than what the sticker says, but yeah. How about the Challenger wants to be driven. All right, mine has got the STP package. It's amazing. I love it. Because of that the whole package that I have, the ride is comfortable. You're comfortable in the seat because it's all bucket seats, right? It's nice leather bucket seats, and then the back seats, like if you're in the back, they're soft, so you're gonna just sink in just nicely. It's great. Adults can actually, full-size grown adults can sit in the back of my Challenger, in the back seats, and just be like, holy shit, I got leg room. I'm comfortable. I got a friend of mine. He's I'm not gonna mention his name for, you know, safety, security purposes and all that, but he's like freaking the tallest that you can be before the Army says you're too tall to be an aviator. He's that tall. He's like in the 6 feet area. I got him and a couple others in my vehicle to sit in, because I wanted to drive him around to lunch or whatever. I was like, yeah, come on, let's get in my vehicle. And they're like, oh shit, I get to be in the Challenger. What up? Because around here, there's not too many Challengers. Unlike Mustangs and Camaros, they're all over the place. Challengers, they're one of those picks that's like, oh, I don't really want a Challenger because it's too big or it's this and that. It doesn't have enough horsepower and torque. No, I was one of those ones, and my friends are like, holy shit, a Challenger, all right, a muscle car, cool, all right. They get in, they are comfortable. Even my friend, he sat in the front. No, I think at first he sat in the back. He was like, holy shit, this is awesome. I'm like, hey, roll, I told my other friend who was in the front seat, in the passenger, I was like, hey, roll the seat up so he can have some room. He's like, no, man, I got room. And I'm like, are you sure? Because you're tall, you know. He's like, nah, man, I got room. And I was like, what about your headroom? And he's like, nah, man, I'm good. Check this out. This is awesome. Comfortable seat, that's what's up. I'm cushioned in here. This is awesome. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. My friend in the front, he was like, oh man, this is nice. I can spread my legs out and shit. And then my other friend in the back, he's like, yeah, this is awesome. I drive them. They're like, oh wow, I could barely feel the bumps on the road, and the vehicle's not too loud because I already had changed the exhaust system, right? Oh, come on, I need the J. What is this? 3% crit. Ooh. About that. I kind of want these because then I can sell them. And then I need these. So, how's about you eat that? We take those, and then this we trade. We trade this for the Onyx, because I think these might be worth more than the Onyx. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the exhaust system I changed. I put a SLP Loudmouth 1 catback exhaust system, and those are the ones that if you want the louder exhaust system, the Loudmouth 1s are the louder ones, and they don't notice any drone back there. They can hear the vehicle, you know, making sound out the back, but it's not obnoxious, and it doesn't like make them sick or whatever, you know. So there's that. So me with the Challenger, I went with that. I wanted that, and I'm gonna, now that I have a career, I got a job, I've got income, I'm putting a little bit at a time, modding the vehicle the way I want. I'm not doing it all at once and wasting all my money, like I know one person did or two with a vehicle out there with a Mustang. But point being, in moderation. In moderations, I'm doing that. Do I want to just take the gold or keep the emerald? Take the gold or keep the emerald? Maybe the gold, since gold is more but that's what I was looking at. So I was like, yeah, this is what I want. I can do this now. It's a possibility. Right now, I'm doing the Scat Pack 2 upgrade. I have to wait when the call comes in and says, hey, we got the parts, and then I go and take it in, and then they deal with it. Because I also have to pay for the labor. Holy crap! All this email on my phone. But then after that, it's a possibility that I might do the Scat Pack 3, which is going to cost a little more than Scat Pack 2, but it's worth it considering that you're changing the headers and something else. Actually, hold up, I have the book right here. Let me see. The only problem is most people were talking about with these upgrades is like, oh, why would I pay like $4,000 and $6,000 or $5,000 here for just like measly upgrades, you know, for like little horsepower? It doesn't make sense. Why would I pay for like 10 or 20 horsepower at most for this upgrade? And the people I've talked to, and when I looked online, doesn't explain it like that, and even the dealership doesn't explain it like that. They say Scat Pack 2 shows and explains here, and what they've seen is for this amount of money, it's gonna do this, you know. So like Scat Pack 2 is an additional 44 horsepower and 14 pound-feet of torque gains for the manual transmission. Online at another website, a friend of mine showed me on her phone that it said 30, and it didn't say for the torque. On here, this actual Mopar Performance catalog parts, it says 44 horsepower and 14 pound-feet of torque for the manual transmission, and you get a little bit more for the automatic. I don't know why the automatic gets more, but it's whatever. It might be because the manual transmissions are VCT, which is variable camshaft timing, and the automatics are VVT, which is variable valve timing. That could be it. That's just a guess. But Scat Pack 2 is an additional 44 horsepower and 14 pound-feet of torque added on to what Scat Pack 1 gives you. You see what I'm saying? And it says here, Scat Pack 1 gives an additional 8 horsepower and 7 pound-feet of torque. There's other websites online that says it actually gives more. It's a pick and choose. You'd have to, I guess, dyno it or something like that. But with what I did, I didn't do Scat Pack 1. I did the cold air intake, Mopar cold air intake, which is part of Scat Pack 1. But the exhaust system I put was what do you call it? the SLP Loudmouth 1 catback exhaust system. Now, when I got my Mopar cold air intake, and I asked about how much horsepower it gave from the dealership that I got it from, which is the same dealership that I got my vehicle from, they said it was supposed to give, what was it, 18 horsepower, 18 pound-feet of torque. So some of the statistics for certain items are a little off here and there. As for the exhaust system, I was modest with it, and I said it's probably going to give 18 and 18 again. Apart from that, I notice a big change, even if the numbers don't make sense to some of you. I've noticed a big change. I noticed a big change in the butt dyno, you know, in the ass dyno, as I was just 60, 110, yeah, big deal. So. And apart from that, I think Scat Pack 3... What's Scat Pack 3 say? Scat Pack 3 says an additional 63 horsepower and 28 pound-feet of torque. Online, I read something that people said that it was 58 horsepower, and I forgot what the torque was. But you see what I'm saying? It says additionally it adds on. It's not that with this and this, you get this. You know, because when I asked the dealership that, they're like, no, Mopar, Dodge, Chrysler isn't going to stain their name by selling parts here for $4,495, and then it only giving you not what it says here. It says an additional 63, and that's probably from what? From the 44, which is an additional 20. That doesn't make any sense. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, so thanks for clarifying that, because there's a lot of people online who don't know what the hell is going on. Yeah, so that's what I plan on doing. Yeah, for the Scat Pack 3, it's like $4,495. That's just for the parts. Labor, who knows what the labor is.
Exposed to a killing blow.
But that's what I might do. Scat Pack 3. I might do Scat Pack 3. Scat Pack 3, you're getting frickin', what are you getting here? Let's say what Scat Pack 3 comes with. Scat Pack 3 comes with new CNC ported high flow cylinder heads, gasket set, 6.4 Apache exhaust manifolds, and catalyst, mounting brackets, and hardware. Yeah, so you're getting that. There's a picture of what it comes with too. I see cylinder heads, gasket set. Looks like headers, shorty headers right there or something. I don't know. I might not on that. If I do or do not, I'm still going to do the 410 stroker kit afterwards. And when I looked online from Arrington, the 410 stroker kit is like $3,100, something like that. That's just for the parts. Again, labor is going to cost, but that's doable, and that's cheaper than this Scat Pack 3. It's a little bit more expensive than the Scat Pack 2 parts-wise. So it'll be within a ballpark range of maybe $4,000 to $5,000, I'm guessing, depending on how the labor goes. But definitely I want to do the 410 stroke, because you're paying that amount for 550 horses and 550 pound-feet of torque to keep your engine and then change pieces out and put pieces in to make it better. That's definitely worth it to me. And again, I'm not using the vehicle for racing. I'm using the vehicle as a daily driver, street legal driven. It's just a bigger engine. It's a bigger, better muscle car. I think that's worth it. Heal yourself. Dude. Protection
Seize
stone.
this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Does anyone have space? No, they don't. Protection stone. Plus 5 protection, but plus 5% protection, but negative 1 speed. And I think to open this, we need a shovel. That was a fucking waste. Eerie coral requires herbs, I believe. No. Yeah, herbs. I see it right over there. If that's the case, who here has something that we want to get rid of? Dark temptation, nighttime blindness, egomania, fragile, obsessed with killing. Maybe. Please get rid of Dark Temptation. Yes. Good.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Okay, so there's the boss right there. Torches. We do have torches. Let's go over here and check this shit out. Maybe it might be another. Nope, it's not.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
My only guess is when they told my father that the vehicle is not that setup that I want to do is not meant for my vehicles, because they probably assumed, like I said before, that it was an engine swap, that they're gonna take the 5.7 liter out and put the 6.7 liter in. That's the one thing I could think of, that it wouldn't be meant for my vehicle like that. But I've read online, and it can be done. It's there, you know. You just got to get the parts and get the people from Arrington to go ahead and put it in.
Even in death, the captain shouts his orders, and the crew obeys.
Bleed. We need you to bleed. Not you though, don't bleed. Oh, why are you doing this? What's your guys's? Well, you guys can. Let's rack the bleed and the blight on. Dude, come on! Good. Oh, you're selfish.
Self-preservation is paramount, at any cost.
Stun chance. Dude, he gets to go again. Attack on the third. You can't.
Decisive pummeling. Float forever, deep in the swirling blackness, far beyond the light's reach.
What is this? Flash fire gunpowder, Highwayman. It's common, plus 10% damage, but stun resist. And then this, dazzling charm, plus 15% stun skill chance. I could probably get rid of items. Yeah. So we can take you and we can give you up like that. There we go. Return to the hamlet. Okay. Oh, God, that was annoying. Yeah, sorry I went off on a tangent talking about my vehicle and the mods I want to do. It's something I really like to talk about. I'll tell my friends and they can tell that I'm anxious and hyped up about this. You know, they're happy for me and all that. It's pretty cool. Anything bad, even though you did get Nuring. That's pretty good actually for him because he's got that artillery attack. Plotter, I thought it would have been worse. And then you, please don't be bad. Cophobe, 20% stress. Hard skin. Ooh, that is one we want to keep for you, especially as Cophobe, 20% extra stress. That's not good because he can transform, which we've had made him transform. And we don't need him having any more stress in the Cove. But yeah. Also, about my vehicle.
A fresh irritant.
Scat Pack 2 comes with a PCM power control module. I don't know exactly what the PCM does. I asked a friend and she said that I forgot what she said because we were interrupted and we had to go somewhere. Like she had to go do something else and I had to go do something else over here. Work related stuff. I don't know exactly what the PCM does. I want to guess that it helps the vehicle realize, hey, you got these different modules, you got these different mods, these performant parts in your vehicle. You can now operate like this now. Also, I heard the PCM mod, especially for Scat Pack 2 and 3, change the way your RPMs move, how quick they move, based on the horsepower and torque you've just gained. And also, the PCM mods allow for you to hit a new higher speed for your vehicle. So I think originally the RT vehicles, 5.7 liters, they cap out at about 137 miles per hour, something like that. I think with the PCM module, they can go up now to 147 or 157 miles per hour, which is pretty damn good considering the top speedometer for the vehicle says 160. I believe for the SRTs, they can go up to the top speed on the speedometer says 180, and they probably cap out at about, I think, 147 as well, and then that's pretty much it until I think they get the PCM as well, in which case they can go up to about 100 and, I don't know, 57 all the way up to 177 miles per hour. But that's because they have a bigger engine, which is also why I want to get the 410 stroker kit and have the 6.7 liter. Now, I don't mind or care if, even though I do the 410 stroker kit, that I don't actually have a higher speedometer, a higher speed reading, you know. So let's say technically, because it's a 6.7 liter engine, which is bigger than the 6.4 liter, that my top speedometer should be 200 miles per hour, and realistically, it'll probably cap out about 180 or 87 miles per hour. I don't care for that. I just want the bigger displacement engine for the bigger horsepower, the bigger torque, and most definitely, most importantly, the sound of the vehicle. The bigger engine itself being a performance part module for your vehicle is going to increase the longevity of the engine. That's the thing right there. Let's see. Feeling strong and powerful. After challenging flesh, engage in flesh. Okay. Rivieras has found meditation to be perfect fit, and he got new quirk, Meditator. Improves stress reduction while meditating and while camping. It's not anything good. Dismiss. Underwent effective quirk treatment. Removed Dacnomania and reinforced Natural Eye. Perfect. He got rid of his lazy eye. Good. He can have an eye wandering around and shit. Let's go back to the sanitarium. Dismiss. You are going back in, my friend. We can keep this known cheat. That's fine to keep because these two go hand in hand with each other. And if it's a negative quirk, we want crappy negative quirks over here, not ones that'll ruin you. Last gasp, on guard, quick reflexes. On guard would be pretty good for him, and quick reflexes are pretty good. Unnerving is definitely a good one. Reflexes on guard is decent. We're gonna want to get rid of last gasp and trade that in for evasive. Evasive is going to be a good one, a really, really good one. Let's see. On guard, quick reflexes. We'll go ahead and do this one for 3,750. Ouch. Quick reflexes will be next. I could just do that one now. I don't know why I went straight down here, but I figured based on what it is that I want. Quick reflexes is +2. Skin evasive is definitely one we want. Yeah. Natural swing is +5 accuracy. That's also a good one for dismiss, maybe. But definitely we want evasive. That's +5 dodge. That's just the bee's knees right there. Plus 10% damage for range skills, which, I mean, dismiss is pretty much a ranged guy. Know what I'm saying? He does have melee attacks, but plus 10% damage for range. The range is pretty much, I think, what makes this highwayman pretty good. Maybe on guard would be a good one. Yeah, we'll go with that. You have nothing good as of yet. That's why we need to get rid of Zoophobia, to be honest. Just the reflexes is what we get rid of too. Hatchet. Oh, Hatchet. You have some shit. Ross has hard skin. We want to keep that. Skin, Kofo, 4,500. Yeah, I wanted to sell this, didn't I? Yep. Sell. And then Jester plus 3% crit. So let's sell that. Dazzling Charm. Sell that. Plus 10% damage, range skills, negative 20% resist. We won't sell that. We'll keep that. Keep deadly. That I don't care if that's kept or not. Percent crit. Yeah. You only care about lovers. Get out of there. So go have fun with the women. grip. We need to get rid of that, but sadly I don't have any more space in the sanitarium. Let's go to the wagon real quick. Hey, we got a Flagellant and Hellion and a Crusader and a Grave Robber. What do you offer? Plus 10 accuracy versus Unholy, plus 3% crit versus Unholy. That's okay. Light sensitive, negative 10% damage if torch is above 75. Well, fuck you. Fear of Mankind, plus 15% stress versus human, plus negative 10 accuracy versus human. Nope, nope, nope. That's not gonna work for us. Corvisor, Unyielding, Ruins, Dud, Hitter, 50%. Crit, and Satiomania, obsessed with food. Nope, you are going to be gluttonous out in the field if you run into stuff that looks like food and you just all of a sudden want to eat the damn thing and then you become poisoned and sick, you dumb bastard. Finnies, quick draw on the first round, plus 4 speed on the first round. Wounds, Scrounger, tuckered out, negative 10% damage if HP is below 50%. It's not too bad. Quick draw, plus 4 speed on the first round. So can you imagine if you had quick draw and on guard? You're going to be like pretty fast. Maybe we might pick you up. And Fairfax. I've seen this name come up quite a bit for the Flagellants. Fairfax has last gas, plus 1 speed if HP is below 50%. That's whatever. But this, however, is not good. The Yips. That is not good at all. We need to get rid of that if we were to pick this Flagellant up. Which I kind of want to pick him up. What is this? Remove Disease and Lashes Solace. You can remove stress and add on stress to yourself. I think we will pick Fairfax and Phineas up. Take it out. You got this, you got this, you got this, but that sort of... Then you got this, but that's not good either. Phineas. Phineas. Maybe not. Might be too costly for you. We'll bring you in, and we need to do something about that Yip problem you have there. Self-only heal. Upgrades, Blacksmith upgrades, Guild upgrades, Survivalists, we can do upgrades, Tavern, cannot, Abbey, cannot, Sanitarium, cannot, Nomad Wagon, ooh, we can upgrade the wagon, reduces the cost of trinkets. Do we want to upgrade the wagon though? I mean, we can. It's not like we don't have enough crest. Let's do that.
Rarities and curios. Sold at a profit, of course. An increasing stockpile of curious trinkets.
I'll do that.
Gathered from forbidden places.
Just to make it cheaper. Because maybe we might find an item on here that's decent. Health Stone, common plus 10, max HP. Bleed Amulet, skill chance. Return all of our items. Okay. So... there's that. what do we have over here? How about you go back? What is this? Old unit standard. Man-at-Arms, Crimson Court. That's just the issue right there. Let's see. Sturdy Greaves for the Arbalist. A Tough Ring, very rare. Plus 10% protection, plus 15% max HP, negative 15 damage, and plus 10% stress. Ew. This would be good for somebody who is pretty much a healer and not going to do much damage, and we want that person to have some sort of protection. So I can guess that this would be good for, what's his name, the Man-at-Arms. Be pretty good for that person. Kill the Swine King though. Nope. Plague Doctor. Plus 40% Blight skill chance. 15 max HP. And then this. It's just very rare. Focus Ring. Plus 12 actually. But negative 8 on the dodge. I don't see how. Well, I mean, never mind. Weld, Swift Cloak, Rampart Shield, Rampart Shield, plus 4% move skill chance, plus 40% stun skill, but negative 20% damage. Heartburst Hood, plus 4 speed if HP is below 40. Plus 20% damage melee skills, but negative 25 skill chance and stun chance. This would actually be pretty good for our bounty hunter. Plus 20% damage. He's not going to be able to move the target or stun the target, but I mean, more damage is pretty good, you know. So there's that. I'll go ahead and stop the video though. I just wanted to show what is coming up and we were gonna do. I guess when I come back and do the next video, we'll, I don't know, maybe check who needs to go to the guild and blacksmith or whatever, because I'm pretty sure we do have a person or two who needs to go in there. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, even though I went off on a spiel talking about other stuff. My bad, but hey, you know what you're getting when you come to my videos, I believe, because this is this right here is video what? Is this video? I think 7 is uploading, or 7's already in, so this is video. Is this 11 or something? I don't know. You'll figure it out. Anyways, I do hope you enjoy, and please go ahead, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I have a bunch of other videos. If you don't like the Darkest Dungeon, there's that, but I'll remind you that I don't get paid for this. This is just for fun. So when I tell you leave a like, comment, subscribe, it's not that I'm saying that like, oh, he's just trying to get money out of us. You think I'm gonna like and comment your shit videos and this at that? No, it's just you know, I just like when people do that. It's pretty cool. It's awesome. I don't know if in the future I'll do streams. I do have a Twitch account, and I'm trying to decide if I really want to do a stream. I think there's a possibility of doing streams with NVIDIA GeForce graphics cards and the other recording, what do I have? XSplit Gamecaster. I think there's a possibility. I'm not sure. I might not. I still got to figure that out. But I mean, yeah, I'm just open to comments and stuff like that. I do best to try and impress. This is mostly just for fun anyways. And there's only so many games I could go through. There's only so many things I can do, especially considering that I'm doing this on the laptop and not a desktop. Desktop, I can actually desktop capture emulators for games and stuff. This game is a bit, or this computer, it's a bit tougher because this laptop doesn't really want to do desktop capture. So XSplit Gamecaster is the one I go to see if it can desktop capture, but I don't know. We'll see with that. So anyways, you guys take care.